Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been over 12 weeks now since I suffered a sadly predictable hamstring injury, and since then I've been building back slowly, however with a couple of setbacks along the way. I'm someone who likes high mileage and to race fairly frequently, but right now I feel like my body just can't handle that. So now I'm on a mission to find the right balance of training that will hopefully help me progress while staying injury free. So instead of a week of training for an arbitrary event, this is a week of training to try and get my groove back.
Zero.
Greetings, happy Monday. Life's relentless, eh? You finish one Monday, you blink, and then you're in another one. Just finished work, I'm gonna go cycle to the gym now. I've actually forgot my shorts, so I'm gonna have to do all my exercises in my cycling bib shorts, which I don't think the look will catch on, but hey ho. Alright, we're back. Feeling with some tuna pasta. Ooh, steamy. Sorry, I've got the washing on. That wasn't very smart timing. But yeah, short session, only half an hour. All I do is like some isometrics, mainly because I'm usually trying to run on the Tuesday or go to track. So I just want to be less sore. A lot of those isometrics you'll see me doing, I'm holding them for about 45 seconds, but today was really struggling, probably because I did an extra session in the gym yesterday. But yeah, a lot of them I can only manage like 30 seconds, just sore. Couldn't be asked as well. I'm actually going to make this a bit of a bougie tuna tomato pasta by putting in some capers. Is that a rogue thing? Don't know, don't think so. And there you go. Look at that, beautiful. I also think that tuna mayo is a dish that tastes much better eaten straight out of the pot. Judge me however you want. Hello. Oh, this is me post-session, just walking back. I didn't take much footage from it because just wouldn't, never, far too embarrassed to do that. But I'll show you a little bit of footage that I got.
Good footage for YouTube.
That's it, yeah.
Great session.
Grahams, how was that, mate?
Loved it. Stomach was holding on to dear end.
Yeah. What were we going? Yeah. What were we going round in?
Quite a slow pace.
Yeah. It wasn't as slow as mine. Absolutely not. Yeah, we're all easing back in. Literally, there's 20 of us easing back in. Oh, so yeah, that footage, as I alluded to there, that session was a bit grim. It was meant to be 8 times 1200 metre, and I did the first 2, felt incredibly sick, really poor lunch choice, had to go to the toilet, be sick, missed about 3 reps. Was it 3? Yeah, and then I did the last 3 reps, so needless to say I feel a bit drained and I don't know if I'll be able to have my dinner. That sort of session is like a bit of a club staple from Herne Hill. We do a lot of like over the winter, 8 times 1200 metre, 6 times a mile, and 5 times 2k. So kind of sessions roughly around like 10k volume or just under. And you know, people approach it in different ways. Some people try and go like threshold. Some people go a bit more like tempo, steady. Some people try to progress through the paces. Recently I've been trying to like progress through the paces, although today was just yeah, not that day. Oh god, yeah, that's quite frustrating because what you eat for lunch is like quite under, well, it is under your control. And having like a creamy prawn curry wasn't the smartest idea. So yeah, you can see like from my Strava the reps that I missed, and then at the end I had to go straight to the toilet and it came out the other end, which was lovely. But the good news is I should be fresher for the rest of the week. Who knows, maybe I wouldn't have even managed the full session. I would only probably managed 5 reps. I've not done a full session in nearly 12 weeks now, so. And my hamstring was fine throughout, really. Like, don't get me wrong, I could still like feel the tiniest little like twinge, but it's not like painful. It's just like maybe a bit stiff, or I don't even know. Just, yeah, it's not painful, so I'm not worried about it. Hey, welcome to my home gym setup. So yes, I got this Wahoo kicker about 10 days, 2 weeks ago, set it up, and yeah, I've been fairly getting my money's worth. I did about 12 hours on the bike last week. About half of that was probably done on the indoor bike. Yeah, it's just to supplement my training, I suppose, while I'm not running as much. Normally on a Wednesday for ages, would have ran all the way to work, which is about an hour. But I can't, I'm running like every other day at the moment. So yeah, I'm kind of doing like 45 minutes easy on a Wednesday just to try and kind of supplement it. It does mean 6 AM alarms though, which is kind of rough, about an hour or so earlier that I'd have to get up today. So if I was just cycling to work. So yeah, I'm motivated at the moment, but we'll see how much it lasts. Whew. Right, that's 45 minutes easy done. Oh, remember to clap out. Oh, yeah, it's an absolute, there's like no airflow in here, so it's an absolute oven. See, I'm sweating my tits off. I don't know if there's any Wahoo users out there, but I just use the app and kind of make up my own stuff really. I don't really find the workouts that amazing on it, but I don't really feel like I need to sign up to Zwift at the moment. And then this is the worst part though, because I've now got to take that off and then actually cycle to work now, which is pretty annoying. First world problems, eh? Oh, what a day. I was running days of work where you're just off your feet, man. Just be aware, no one's got it harder than me, and now I've got to cycle home in this. Oh. Tough life, eh? That was not nice. I really could not be bothered to come to the gym tonight. Am I here just because I'm filming it? I guess we'll never know. Who's Rachel gonna vote for?
Call it. Matt.
She's gonna vote for
James.
James, I think.
Roxy.
Oh, I vote for Matty. Oh, so
She should
both
have voted for James.
both traitors voting for Matty, eh? Oh, traitors done, and that is the end of a really long day. So in the gym on a Wednesdays, tend to do bigger movements, more concentric movements. Mainly still trying to work on hamstrings, maybe a bit of glutes and quads as well. I also try and do some like really eccentric slow movements, really targeting like my hamstrings and sort of that outward movement of my foot as well. And then I usually do some plyometrics, but I patched them today because yeah, the day was long and I couldn't be bothered. I was thinking this morning, like when I got up, I really could have gone back to bed. And I was kind of like thinking, what is my motivation right now? As I know everyone talks about discipline over motivation, but you know, it helps if you've got a motivation or a why to start with, because I'm not really training for anything at the moment. But I suppose I've kind of got to look at it like this is me just training to get fit and have a good base for hopefully maybe some races in the summer, or just to allow me to do some fun things in the summer, some fun running events. So yeah, that's probably what I've got to treat it as and look at. If I can build, you know, a few weeks and months of really kind of consistent training and get fairly fit, whether that's just running 3 times a week and the rest is bike and cross training, that's fine. So yeah, we will see how long it lasts. Evening. I'm on my way to do a hill session with the club. I was a bit unsure about whether to do this session today or not, or do something like just on flat ground, because obviously running up and down hills puts more strain on my hamstrings. But also at the same time, things have improved a lot, and I haven't actually done a hill session, although I've done cross country, in about 12 weeks since it happened. So part of me wanted to kind of find out how my body reacts. You know, with a hill session, it's only as hard as you make it, really. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Woo! Right, grim conditions that. Just turn the bloody light on. Oh, hang on. Okay, I might just stand out in the cold. Yeah, so that session was 8 times 60 seconds, 8 times 30 seconds. Felt alright. Did feel a little thing in the back of my right knee. So yeah, I'm basically just gonna go to bed tonight and just cross my fingers and pray to the gods that I wake up feeling okay. I always found as well with like hill sessions, really fast people turn up. I'm often like at the absolute back of the queue. Like, so I'm one of the stragglers. So yeah, but hey, it makes you a better runner, run with better people. But you just gotta surrender your ego. And speaking of ego, there was part of me that was kind of like, oh, should I have done that session like by myself? Because if it's by yourself, it's easier to like pull out if something feels a bit sore. And maybe that's a sign that my ego's still too big. But yeah, we will hopefully no repercussions, and we'll find out tomorrow. This is always like a big test to see how sore my hamstring is like taking off my shoes just like that. That wasn't sore at all, but they were untied, so it doesn't count. Alright, happy Friday guys, TGIF. Woke up this morning and I'm no worse, that's for sure. My legs are admittedly a bit cooked from the gym and then going down the hills. But yeah, no really bad pain. Just kind of feels again the same as it has done. A little bit of a pinch when I do certain movements, but a bit weaker. But absolutely fine in general life. So I'd say yesterday's session was a massive success. And I know I probably don't look like it. Probably don't look like I don't give a hell. But I'm absolutely buzzing with that, to be honest, because I was half expecting to wake up and like it'd be really sore to bend my knee and stuff. So no, I'm really chuffed with that. I'm now in a very bad place. So this has actually been a rest day for me. Sean and I are going to go up and see my dad this weekend, so I'm getting a train to up north. Normally I think if it had been a normal day, I probably would have cycled to and from work and then maybe gone on the bike afterwards, but yeah, nice rest day for the legs as it turns out. Oh, I can see Shona, she's not seen me.
That was mean. There's crazy people around here.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of crazy people. I'm one of them.
Yeah, you are.
Right, good morning, happy Saturday. Oh, there she goes, she's off already. Sean and I are at Hesketh Park for the Southport Parkrun. So yeah, so my dad's lived around these parts for a few years now, but we've never done the parkrun, so this is our first. It's maybe quite a nice park. 3 laps I think it is, pretty flat. Plan is to do something like a steady tempo effort for the 5k, maybe progress the pace. That would be a good start, almost slipped in that mud. Maybe progress the pace if I feel good. I do feel a bit sore. Morning! To give me a little bit of a confidence boost, I have put my Asics, my super shoes on, net speeds, so yeah, that should help. That should help my ego a bit. Nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's nice. Oh, it's lovely. Gorgeous.
Yeah, feed the ducks afterwards.
That finish funnel, when you get into
So, ready?
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh my god. Oh. What a disaster. Phone up my pocket straight away. Thank you. Oh, that was a bit more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Quads were like so sore. Yeah, there were so many like twists and turns and like bits where you had to do like 90-degree turns, so you had to like pretty much come to a full stop, so you had to like stop and then get your pace going again, so probably not the ideal course for like a progression, but it was a decent effort. Probably got some stimulus from it. Go on, Shona! Woo! I know, should have. Right, I'm gonna do 60 seconds on, 60 seconds off times 8 now. I have not any clue how fast it's gonna be. It'll definitely be to feel. Oh, right, that's that finished. I only did 6. Could kind of just feel my legs hurting a lot. And I thought, oh, Callum, don't get greedy. Maybe I'm also a big pussy, but I feel that's the thing is though, see when you're like when you get in the rhythm of running and training really well, you get used to kind of doing the full thing, being able to hurt. And I've probably lost that a touch because I've not been running as much. Like when like my muscles start to hurt, don't really want to push through. But maybe that's also just me listening to my body as well. Probably a bit of both, Jeff. So yeah, Shona's gone now. She's headed back, so I'm gonna see if we can catch up to her. But yeah, what a morning! Like, really nice park run, so zigzaggy, and like beautiful park. I'm gonna say it again in case the video didn't capture it, but I dropped my phone like literally 3 steps in, and I had to go back and get it, and everyone was like coming at me. And I'm so lucky that my phone is now working. Like, this is what I'm filming on right now, so yeah, I'm a lucky boy that it didn't get trampled. Right, hello and good evening. Last little bit for the week. I've just got back home from a rather long journey. Yeah, Avanti West Coast. It's never nice spending more than 2 hours on their trains. Gonna do a little bit of easy cycling on the bike, and that'll be my week finished. This could be pretty grim. I felt things are weekends with my dad, they're usually a little bit boozy. Didn't drink loads last night, but you know, you just don't get a good sleep and stuff. And then going back home today on the Avanti trains, like they're so warm, like I was a bit like feeling sick, so I don't know how this will go or how long I'll last. But this is what I do with my new Wahoo kicker. I just like put the app, and for the easy stuff I just put it up to like 30% resistance and just spin away to my heart's content.
The sign to be disabled.
Oh god. Okay, that's 2.5 hours easy. What I do is I just spin at like 80 cadence on the Wahoo app, and start at 30% resistance, and then kind of every 15 minutes I was going up like 1% till I got to like 38% at about 2 hours in, and I was like, oh, this isn't feeling easy anymore, so I went back down to like 32% resistance. I hope that makes sense for anyone who uses the Wahoo app. I try and go off heart rate and keep it relatively like easy, around like 130 to 140 max, but I've not got like a chest strap, it's just my watch, so I know there'll be like some variance. I must be like the stinkiest man in Britain right now. Yeah, the sweat is pretty horrible. Our like fan that we've got is just a bit too clunky to like keep taking it on and off. So, and part of me kind of like thinks, oh, maybe it's like benefiting me. But yeah, heat training, but it's probably not actually that hot in here. It's just because of the lack of wind flow. But if you're watching this and you know a bit more about cycling in outdoors and indoors, is there like, you know, because I think if you go out for like 3 hours on the bike outdoors, there's a lot of time where you're probably actually not cycling because you're going like down a hill. So like, is, you know, an hour of indoor cycling where you're constantly pedaling like equivalent to an hour and a half outdoors, or is it not? Do you not really think about it like that? Let me know if you know anything about bikes. Okay, so it's actually a couple days on now from that week to give me a bit of time to reflect on how it went, and overall I'm pretty happy. If I look at my numbers, I managed 3 hours of running, totaling 36k, and 6.5 hours on the bike, totaling 9.5 hours of training, along with just over 1 hour in the gym, which is actually a bit shorter than I intended to, but hey ho. Oh, look who it is. Oh my god. We're looking after one of our friend's cats this week, so she's pretty curious. Where was I? So if I you know, take that week, that's 9.5 hours of training. If I compare that to when I was running probably my most mileage ever, early 2025, I think my most was at 135k of running. That was about 11 hours of running, so I'm not like a million miles away off that with, you know, all the bike. So, you know, I'm starting to look at my training in a slightly different way and how I can kind of get the most out of it, and perhaps just, you know, the general time is a good way to look at it, certainly from a mentality point of view, because before I would look at just, oh, I've only ran 36k compared to like 130, that's pretty rubbish. But time wise, combined with the bike, it's actually not, you know, pretty good. I think my main takeaways from that week, aside from the numbers, you know, with a little bit of running and a lot of cross training, where it was quite fun. You know, I got to do my sessions, so that's the main part of my running, which I really like and like doing. I felt it was quite achievable after each running session. You know, I wasn't that sore, and the next day, while my hamstrings were maybe a little bit, you know, more tender than they would have been had I not ran, they were not that sore. So, you know, that was a big win, and I feel like I could probably do that for a few weeks now. The part of that week where I'm probably not so sure on is how much benefit I'm getting from commuting to work by cycling. It's like 12k, just over half an hour, and maybe my heart rate is sitting in, I don't know, zone 1, you know, about 100 beats per minute. I don't really know. Whereas when I was running loads, I was running about 6 or 7k to the train station, and you know, I was definitely obviously getting a fair bit of benefit from that. So I don't know, it'd be great if anyone's watching this and you know an awful lot about cycling, and whether it's you know, gonna be still of benefit to me doing that to and from work each day. I'd love to know. I mean, I'm sure the answer is it depends, but it can't be doing me any harm, obviously. And that is the big thing. It's about being consistent as opposed to being brilliant. And the final thing is, where does that leave me? Am I gonna abandon it and try something else, or stick with it? I think I'm gonna stick. So yeah, I felt a lot of benefits to that. It was probably, as I say, the most fun training week I've had in about 12 weeks. So I could see myself trying this for the next 3 weeks at least, and maybe after then, if things are still building, trying to then gradually swap some of the easy commute cycling for a bit of running. Hopefully we have now found a nice balance for myself, something that can help me be consistent for weeks and months going into, well, the rest of 2026, which will allow me to see a bit of progress again, which is what I'm chasing, I suppose. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you have done so far, give it a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Take care.